My daughter is pregnant by my stepson, and my husband forbade me from telling the truth. I never thought I'd be writing something like this, but here I am, completely lost, ashamed, and terrified of what's happening inside my own home. I'm a 46-year-old woman, married to Mark, 52, for 8 years. We both have children from previous relationships, my daughter Emma, 22, and his son Ryan, 25. When we married, our kids were still young adults, and we made it clear that our home would be one of respect and boundaries. At least, that's what I thought. Everything started a year ago when Emma moved back home after breaking up with her boyfriend. She was emotionally devastated, and as a mother, I just wanted to give her space to heal. Ryan, who had also recently moved back after finishing college, was living with us at the same time. At first, it was nice. The house was full again. We'd have dinners together, movie nights. I truly felt like we were becoming a blended family. But looking back now, I can see all the small signs I ignored. Ryan would always check on Emma. He'd bring her coffee in the morning, fix her car when it broke down, and stay up late talking with her on the porch. I thought he was just being kind, that maybe he saw her as a sister figure. But there was something about the way they looked at each other that started to make me uneasy. One night, around midnight, I got up for a glass of water. As I walked past the living room, I saw them together on the couch. Too close, their hands brushed, and the silence between them was heavy, intimate. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, so I went back to bed pretending it was nothing. A few months later, Emma started acting strange. She was tired all the time, moody, and avoiding me. I assumed it was just stress from trying to get her life back together. Then one morning, I found her crying in the bathroom, holding a pregnancy test. Positive. I froze. My mind went blank. I hugged her and asked, "Who's the father?" She just looked at me with tears in her eyes and whispered, "Mom, it's Ryan." I felt my stomach drop. My knees gave out. I couldn't even process the words. It was like hearing something forbidden, something that shouldn't exist. I waited for Mark to come home from work and told him everything. I expected shock, anger, maybe even disgust, but instead he sat down, completely calm, and said, "We can't let anyone know about this." I thought I'd misheard him. He continued, "If people find out, it'll destroy us. Emma and Ryan are adults. It's better if we keep it quiet, for the family's sake." I couldn't believe what he was saying. "For the family's sake?" I shouted. "They're step-siblings, Mark. This is wrong." He stood up and looked at me with a coldness I'd never seen before. "It's not like they grew up together. They didn't choose the situation. Don't make it worse." And just like that, he walked away. For weeks, the house became unbearable. Emma avoided me, Ryan barely spoke, and Mark acted as if everything was normal. One night, I overheard him talking to Ryan in the kitchen. He said, "You did the right thing. Don't worry about your stepmother. She'll calm down eventually." The right thing? I wanted to scream. But what hurt me most was that Emma didn't seem to regret it. She told me that her and Ryan had developed feelings over time and that it just happened. She said he was kind to her, made her feel seen, and that she didn't care what people thought. I begged her to think about the future, about the child, about how this would affect everyone, but she told me she had already decided to keep the baby. That night, I confronted Mark again. I said, "You can't possibly think this is okay." He sighed. "Listen, I love them both. We can't change what has happened. If we expose this, we'll destroy our children, our families, our friends. Everyone will judge. It's better if we say the father isn't Ryan. We'll protect them." "By lying?" I asked. "Yes," he said firmly, "by lying." Then he added something that still echoes in my head. If you can't accept that, maybe you shouldn't be part of this family. I've never felt so trapped. I want to do what's right, but every choice feels wrong. If I tell the truth, I'll ruin lives. If I stay silent, I'm living a lie. Emma's pregnancy is now visible, and the neighbors have started asking questions. Mark told everyone that her ex-boyfriend came back into the picture briefly, a complete lie, and Emma just nodded along. Ryan still lives here. He helps her with everything: doctor visits, groceries, even decorating the baby's room. And when I see them together, I feel sick, but also sad. Because I can see they really do care for each other. It's twisted, yes, but it's real. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the only sane one left. Mark acts like we're the perfect family. He says we should all move forward, focus on the baby, and forget how it happened. But I can't. Every night I lie awake thinking about the moment that child is born, what we'll say, what we'll tell people, how we'll live this life forever. I even considered leaving, but Emma begged me not to. She said, "Mom, please, I need you. I can't do this without you." So I stayed. But deep down, I know this house is built on secrets, and secrets don't stay buried forever. If you've read this far, thank you. I honestly don't know what I'll do next. Part of me wants to tell the truth, to free myself from this unbearable silence. But another part of me is terrified of the consequences. Would you tell the truth if you were in my place? And before you answer, let me ask, what would you do if protecting your child meant betraying your own values? If you want to hear more real-life stories like this, the kind that make you question what you'd do in someone else's shoes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's always another story, another secret, another impossible choice waiting to be told.